This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Tackled at the 34-yard line. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd.
Here's Carson. And he's going to take this close to the first down markers. He's stopped at the Eagles' 29. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. They'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. A quick throw out to Hardman on the perimeter. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. That's how you draw up the run-pass option right there. You get a chunk play out of it.
And you know quarterbacks love to throw the RPOs because oftentimes they're in-breaking routes, but receivers love it even more. The ball gets to them quickly, allows them to put some moves on in the second.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Nicole Hardman hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers.
Makes the score Steelers 7. Eagles
following the touchdown. Here's Koo to kick off. Taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They run with Hines. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great...
And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. They're already trailing here in this first quarter. Last thing they needed was to cough the football. Well, they coughed it up, but luckily for them, it went out of bounds.
Yeah, still a long way to go, but when you're losing, every possession takes on a little bit more importance, doesn't it? And in that case, they almost made this game a lot more difficult for themselves by turning it over. Fortunate there.
The fumble on first down. Now here's 2nd down. Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Vita Vea breaking through to get the sack.
A loss of 12 yards. And it's 3rd down. 3rd and 12.
On 3rd and long, it's Kaepernick. This is Hamler on the receiving end. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
They do go for it. It's Kaepernick. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. It's a 4-yard pickup. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. Throwing on first down is Kaepernick. Being chased out left. He gets it left side to Johnson. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. The first carry for the shifty Tariq Cohen. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now it's Hines. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
Check 26, check 26. Check 91.
This is Hines. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Eagles nothing.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They're going for it. It's Kaepernick. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. From 8 yards out. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
Fielded near the back of the end zone.
Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Now this throw caught left side. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. Here's a quick throw caught out wide. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. As a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. He's going to try and do this himself. A quick throw complete into the flat out left. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Out of bounds at the 41-yard line. A gain of 10 brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5.
Check 31, check 31. Check safety, check safety.
Now it's Carson. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Now a first down throw, Tannehill. They'll run the screen with Carson. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
On first down, it's Carson. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Eagles' 42-yard line.
And he's going to be down at the 35 for gain of 7. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Now it's Tannehill off the bootleg. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Intercepted by the...
That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. And we got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver. Whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter, he'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you could see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
They'll try the left side. Hines, and he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
That's a nice run, a nice game that has to have them feeling pretty good about themselves as we head to the 2-minute warning.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
Brings up 4th down.
Here we go on 4th down with Kaepernick. Able to find Harris, complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. First down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Now flags come in here. Looked like one of the Eagles might have moved. And a manageable third down becomes a lot less manageable. 3rd and 7 after the false start. Now Kaepernick. The Steeler defense locked in, forcing an upcoming 4th down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Yard attempt.
Is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good, and this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Aaron Donald with a sack.
Brought down back at the 32.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Tannehill. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And it'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 19 yards there on the pickup. And it's going to yield a new set of downs. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. The final shot here before the break. Tannehill. Oh, he stays up. Broken tackle. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And they'll run the option to start the drive. Here's a quick throw left side to start things out. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 5 catches for him in that first half, and that's number 6 that we just saw, and also a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Off play action, Tannehill. Escaping the pressure right. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Give him 30 yards there.
Steeler. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
1st down and much more here for Jones. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
Quickly complete into the right flat. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the Eagles' 11-yard line.
Throwing again is Tannehill. And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And at this stage in the game, sure, you wanted the touchdown. You're already in the red zone. But, boy, you squandered a chance to at least get the field goal there. So no points out of this, and we stay tied.
Very disappointed team. No one more disappointed than the kicker who thought he had a chance to be the hero of the day. All they had to do was trot him out on the field. They didn't even give him an opportunity.
They'll run on first down. It's Hines, and he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. To throw, Kaepernick. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. Forced out to his left. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
On 3rd down, Hines. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35.
The ball carrier.
And that gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
So right after the defense gets you the ball on a takeaway and a fumble recovery of their own, you've got to reward them, don't you? You've got to stay out on the field, give them a chance to rest, and how about doing it the way they did it, running the football and picking it up on 3rd down.
Would not have wanted to go 3 and out. They avoid that right there.
Yeah, they avoided the glares as they went back to the bench, didn't they?
At the 36-yard line.
On play action, it's Kaepernick. He's going to look deep down the field. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. So after the INT, it's Kaepernick. Steps away to his left. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. Try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that'll move them a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
He was brought down at the
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. They'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Hines. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
And I know this quarterback. His instinct, he's going to want to go for it here on 4th and goal. I want to see if the ref...
Now the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise. And the Eagles have taken the lead. So a fake field goal run in for the touchdown. That can be a huge momentum swing.
And that's got to drive a defensive coach and a special teams coach crazy. Someone else running it in on a fake field goal when you're supposed to be alert for it. Terrific play by the offense. Not so much by the defense.
Set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
No gain on the play. Second.
Throwing on 2nd down. Tannehill. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there. 1st down.
For a Pittsburgh Steeler.
They run it with Carson. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
39-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Pittsburgh.
Steelers 7.
It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. They run again with Carson. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
They'll try and run the option. Gets it out quickly here to the left flat. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a 1st down. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. On 1st down, it's Hines. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
The ball carrier.
Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They run again with Hines. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
Right past the line of scrimmage.
They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
And it brings up third down.
Yardage here, back at the 41. He'll give up 6 yards there on the loss, and it'll bring up fourth down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. That one hurts a bit. That was a golden opportunity to possibly put this one on ice, but he comes up empty.
And how big of a miss might that turn out to be? Stay tuned. There's still time left on the clock. This could be critical.
Still a 1-score game. Had he hit that, it would have been 2 scores. And they'll begin by running the option. A quick throw out to Hardman on the perimeter. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, but it's going to be second down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Back to the air. Tannehill on second down. Completes it to Hardman. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 12 yards there and a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down.
A gain of 4.
Here's Tannehill.
And 6.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5.
Brings up second and 5 at the 8-yard line.
This is Carson. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be third and about the length of the football.
Check 43. No.
Back to the ground, this time with Ingram. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1.
Of a yard. It's fourth down.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on fourth down. Pushing and fighting his way in for a Steeler touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
tomorrow. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
Their own 21-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time out, another missed field goal, so maybe their confidence wavering a little bit right now in the kicking game.
And I'm with you on that. I think at this stage, they'd love to not run him back out there in a tough situation. But let's face it, they may have to. So right now, the head coach is talking to the offense coordinator and saying, call this game like we're going to put it in the end zone. Let's try and take the field goal out of it.
And here's a quick throw to Hamler on the edge. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down.
If you're a wide receiver and they call a screen pass, you're counting on some people being out in front of you blocking. But that play was well diagnosed by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. And they got there and swarmed and finished off the play.
Back to throw, Kaepernick. He gets it left side to Johnson. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down.
Fourth down.
The Eagles send out their punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Hardman on the return. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Found good room to run there. Returns at 14 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They need to get this around the 40 to have a chance to win it in regulation. From the 40, it's a 57-yard field goal, so that gives you a gauge.
And all they're trying to do now is pick up yardage in good chunks and get out of bounds to stop the clock. If they end up running a play and get tackled in bounds, they're worried the clock may run out on them and finish the game.
And they'll have to be careful how they handle this. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. Now it's Tannehill. That's complete into the hands of Carson. It's a gain of 9 yards, and that'll make it third down. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to almost certainly win the football game. And his kick is right there. It's good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And you know, in an era of cost-cutting and maximizing your roster, this is a club that does not skimp on special teams, and in these situations, it pays dividends.
And that's great vision by the organization. When the difference between winning or losing depends on who you have kicking the ball, would you rather have a street free agent out there or a solid pro like this? Answer's pretty evident to me.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't. because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. One final try for Kaepernick. We've seen this before. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type